Hello, and welcome to English Podcast with Missy. Here we learn English for real life. Clear, slow, and simple. Let's learn English together. Are you ready? Let's begin. Hello, my dear friends. It's Missy. Welcome back to our cozy space for English and stories. You know, sometimes the biggest adventures don't happen when we travel far away. They don't need mountains, oceans, or airplanes. Sometimes a little adventure begins with something very small. Something as simple as a phone that doesn't work. That's what happened to me one afternoon. It was a normal day. Nothing special. But one small problem, a broken phone, made my day quite interesting. So, get comfortable, maybe with a cup of tea, and let me tell you the story. The broken phone. Let's start. It was a warm Saturday afternoon. The kind of afternoon when the sun is high in the sky, but the air feels soft and friendly. I had just finished some shopping in the town center. My bag was not very heavy, but it was full of little things. A loaf of bread, some bananas, a jar of jam, and of course, a chocolate bar that I bought for myself. The town was alive. Families walked together, children ate ice cream and giggled, and street musicians played guitars near the fountain. The sound of the music mixed with the smell of fresh bread from the bakery. I felt relaxed. I walked slowly, enjoying the warm air. I reached into my bag to check my phone. That's when I noticed it. The screen was black. I pressed the button once. Nothing. I pressed again. Still nothing. I held the button for a long time, but my phone stayed dark and silent. Oh no, I whispered. My phone had run out of battery. Normally, I always carried a small charger, but that day I forgot. I laughed to myself because I thought, well, maybe it's good. Maybe I don't need my phone right now. I put it back in my bag and kept walking. For a few minutes, everything felt fine. I enjoyed walking, and I thought, who needs a phone anyway? But then I remembered something important. I had promised to meet my friend Anna at the library at 3 o'clock. I stopped walking. My eyes grew wide. What time is it now? I thought. I usually used my phone as a clock. I didn't wear a watch. And without my phone, I had no idea what time it was. Suddenly, I felt nervous. Maybe it was almost 3 o'clock already. Maybe Anna was waiting for me right now. Maybe she was standing outside the library, looking around, wondering where I was. I needed to ask someone for the time. I looked around the busy street. People walked quickly, carrying bags. A young man listened to music with big headphones. 2 teenagers took photos in front of a shop. Near the bakery, I saw a woman with a little boy. She was holding his hand and checking her phone at the same time. I walked up slowly, smiled, and said, "Excuse me, could you please tell me the time?" The woman looked up. Her face was kind. She showed me her phone and said, "It's 2:45. "Thank you so much," I said. She smiled and nodded, then walked away with her child. I breathed out with relief. I had only 15 minutes to get to the library. So I began to walk quickly through the streets. As I hurried, I thought about Anna. What if she tried to call me? What if she sent me a message asking, Where are you? My phone was dead. I couldn't answer. I passed the bus stop and looked at the timetable. But it was confusing. Many lines, many numbers. Normally, I just checked Google Maps and found the right bus. Without my phone, I didn't know which bus to take. I didn't want to waste time waiting for the wrong one. So, I decided to find a new way. I followed the street signs to the library on foot. The walk was longer than I expected. The streets twisted and turned. But because I didn't look at a screen, I noticed so many things around me. On one corner, a flower shop filled the air with the sweet smell of roses. On a balcony above, red flowers danced in the wind. I saw a cat lying on top of a warm stone wall, its eyes half closed. I heard the bells of a church ringing softly in the distance. For a moment, I forgot about the time. I almost began to lose track of time. But then I remembered Anna again. I looked around quickly and walked faster. My bag bounced on my shoulder as I hurried through the streets. Finally, in the distance, I saw the tall glass windows of the library. Relief washed over me. I climbed the steps quickly, and there she was. Anna. She stood at the entrance, holding a book in her hand. She looked worried for a moment, but when she saw me, her face lit up with a smile. "Missy, I thought you forgot," she said. I laughed and shook my head. No, my phone died. I couldn't call you. I had to ask someone for the time. She laughed too. "Oh, I see. Don't worry, you made it just in time." We walked inside together. The cool air of the library welcomed us. The smell of books was strong and comforting. Rows and rows of stories surrounded us. And soon the adventure with the broken phone turned into a quiet afternoon of reading. Later that evening, I thought about the day. At first, the broken phone felt like a big problem. But actually, it wasn't so bad. Without my phone, I looked around more. I saw flowers, cats, buildings. I heard music and bells. I spoke to a stranger and asked for help. It was not the fastest or easiest afternoon, but it was real. And in the end, I still met my friend. Sometimes small problems create the best stories. Let's practice the useful chunks from the story. Run out of battery. When a device stops working because there is no power left. Example: my phone ran out of battery during the movie. Ask someone for the time. To politely check the time from another person. Example: he asked the bus driver for the time. Lose track of time. To forget how much time has passed. Example: we lost track of time while talking in the cafe. Find a new way. To discover another solution or route. Example: they found a new way to school after the road closed. In this story, I used the past simple tense many times. We use the past simple to talk about finished actions in the past. Examples: I walked to the library. She showed me her phone. I saw the tall glass windows of the library. I began to walk quickly through the streets. Notice: Many verbs are regular, walked, showed, but some are irregular, saw, began. It's important to remember the irregular verbs because they don't follow the ED rule. And that's my story. The broken phone. I wonder, has this ever happened to you? Did your phone die at the wrong moment? Maybe you had to ask for help, or maybe you noticed something you usually don't see. Thank you, my friends, for listening and learning with me today. Together, we practiced the past simple tense and some very useful chunks for everyday life. Until next time, keep learning, keep smiling, and remember, sometimes a small problem makes life more interesting.